Traditional land use bylaws generally focus on what you can't do. So if you want to have a particular use within a building, or if you want to build a building, you have to meet all the requirements that are set out within the land use bylaw. It also paints the entire city with the same brush. So it doesn't really respect that you're developing in the Old Fort or Pine View or West Park. The regulations are the regulations, and they're all the same. So what we want to do with the new land use bylaw is create specific regulations for the particular character area or place type. And so what that means is those regulations will be specific, maybe they will be context sensitive. So an example of that might be if you're in the old part of Fort Saskatchewan, where the houses and buildings are generally fairly low scale. There's maybe a historical element to them. And so what we don't want to see is a house that's developed that would meet certain requirements that would be built and it's completely out of place. So that would be an example of what a place-based approach would be. Also, the new land use bylaw, I think it would focus more on what we're trying to achieve and what's the intent of the district as opposed to meeting all of the requirements. So I think at the end of the day, the development planner might have a little bit more discretion and might have a little bit more ability to say, work with a developer or a builder and say, okay, this can work, but you might need to change the roof pitch or the design slightly, but generally it's okay. Whereas in the current land use bylaw, it might start off with a no, you can't do it, and the development planner's hands are tied.